Almost any business can make £100,000 in 2026, and I'm gonna prove it to you with a guy I grabbed off the street.
Not totally sure what I'm doing.
This is my videographer Matt. He's great at making YouTube videos, but his business, it needs work. It's my goal to turn his failing freelance gig into a production agency by the end of the year. If he doesn't make six figures, I've failed.
Just feels like everything I've ever wanted isn't that far away.
I scaled my own business to $500,000 run rate in just over 15 months, so I'm hoping Matt can follow in my footsteps.
I mean, can you really make six figures in a business that you started by accident?
I met Matt at a Downing Street shoot that I did. I needed a videographer last minute. I used him, went well, we got talking afterwards. He mentioned some of the things that he'd done about YouTube. I spoke to him about my interest in starting a YouTube, and it kind of just made sense.
I got a text off some influencer I've never met asking if I wanted to go to Downing Street. I mean, go on in.
I remember his excitement. That was one thing that was very clear. The second thing I remembered is it was very kind of chaotic.
It was chaotic for good reason. I mean, I basically started this business by accident. In August 2025, I posted a YouTube video. I just spent 6 months getting into the best shape of my life because at the start of the year, I was really low. Yeah, my first run. Didn't really expect anybody to watch it.
This is miserable.
Somewhere deep down, I knew the video was good.
In the first conversation I had with him, he showed me that his first YouTube video had over 200,000 views. Obviously a very good video. That essentially was one of the reasons that I chose to hire Matt.
I always knew I was meant for more. Just never really felt like I was in the right place.
Within 5 minutes of the chat, I basically said to him, why are you not making this into a business?
You know, I've tried and I've failed and I've tried and I've failed, and I thought maybe this once it would go my way. And to be honest, I'm not totally sure what the alternative is.
Ideas were racing through his brain, both about what I'd said, about what my plans were, about like his YouTube plans, and also about his like agency that he previously tried, and then his new kind of form idea. It was very all over the place, but just remember saying to him, you've got a no-brainer business in front of you that you can try and probably make work.
Just love making videos. I'm totally sure I'm that good at anything else. Suddenly I'm sat at an influencer's dining table that I've met once, and he's giving me a whiteboard crash course on business.
Where I come in is to look at what he's doing and to give my honest assessment of what he should focus on, essentially productizing his service and pricing it in the right way so that he maximizes the return that he gets on his time. The first thing I want to ask you, Matt, is tell me what your business idea is in a minute or less.
Okay. My elevator pitch sucks. They wanted me to run their channels.
Yeah.
So then almost kind of by accident, I ended up in a situation where I've got like my own freelance YouTube video management and videography situation. I make YouTube videos for people.
He's going down the route of essentially try it, see how it goes, which you do need to do because a lot of business at the start is trial and error. And you have evidence of proof of concept or not yet?
So I've got one guy that I'm already working with at the moment, who I've just spent a week with, and we've got 6 videos that we shot. I've been there and I've done it, and I've got stuff that I could show somebody like today. I thought that Tim's approach to finding out more about my business was really quite interesting.
Step 1, feasibility. Does the business model that you're going after make sense for you?
I know that I'm good enough at making content to be able to make content that people will pay for.
He's doing something that makes sense for him. He has skill, he has experience, he has proof of concept in. Step 2 of your business idea, which is reward. This is all about, can you make money from it? Who would your ideal clients be? And do they have the ability, the willingness, and the funds to pay you what you're worth?
Yeah, this is where things begin to break down. The week prior, I was halfway up a mountain with a client that, shocker, I also closed by accident. Look, it's not lost on me that these answers are probably frustrating.
What the f are we doing here?
I promise you, none of you are as frustrated as I am. I mean, we shot 6 documentaries in 7 days because that's the job. And right now I'm willing to do just about anything to make this work.
Not ideal.
Like client avatar stuff is stuff that I've really not had the chance to kind of look at. The people that I've ended up working with, which I think is a really kind of nice avatar to have, are creator-led businesses that are already doing short form and are looking to explore YouTube.
Okay. His avatar needs to be clear in terms of who he's going after, creator-led businesses or just creators that want to build an additional following into YouTube. It's a good avatar. I would add in some metrics. So if it's creators, have a minimum floor of followers on it. How big are those creators? How small are they? How many followers do they have? I think there's a few additional questions to delve into with Matt on that side of things. The final thing people often forget is passion.
Yeah, every kid wants to be a YouTuber.
When you're running a business, when you start a business, you might have that exciting feeling of things being new and fresh for a while, and then that disappears and the reality sets in. And if you have no passion at all for what you're doing, you will quit. I could see just from the first 10-minute conversation I had with him about YouTube, how into it he is in terms of his commitment.
Everybody that I speak to about YouTube kind of realizes that like my face lights up when I talk about it. My voice changes. Like I could talk about this with people forever. If this works, it's the coolest job in the world. But we've definitely got a few things to fix first.
Marketing. We have our avatar. How do we get in front of them? How do we speak to them? How do we sell to them?
I mean, I haven't had the chance to address any of this.
Matt's great at the doing. Like most business owners, he's probably not as good or as confident on the shouting about what he's doing whilst he's doing it.
Let's do some shouting.
There's a few ways that you can do it. Inbound, content of some form. It doesn't have to be Instagram and TikTok. It can be website, articles, blog posts, LinkedIn. Outbound, get a list of 100 different contacts. You reach out to them one by one by email, Instagram, LinkedIn, DM. If nobody knows you, you're not going to make any money. A lot of people will live and die by the referrals that they get. Matt is very much at ground zero. He has no plan in place whatsoever.
So I left Tim's place with what felt like just a stack of homework to do. And the trouble was, I only had 36 hours to get it done. Let's find out if we really want it.
I think that you have to include some sort of social media page that is dedicated purely to what you do behind the scenes. Somewhere I could go, see exactly who you are and what you're about. Because if you're getting a load of traffic, it's a waste to not try and utilize it and monetize it.
Look, I put so much work into those 2 days, but this is what I asked for. Look, I truly believe that these videos are good enough and people will watch them. And I think if there's somewhere to look, the right people will find me. The difficulty I was having was figuring out who they were.
So Matt, talk to me. In the last 36 hours, what's the update?
Last 36 hours have been very, very busy. I've kind of turned around the first example of like an actual product. So I've got something that I could show you or show a prospective client, like this is what our stuff is going to look like. But it's nice to know that like I've now completed like a cycle of delivery. And then on top of that, thinking about all of the things that you've asked me about. So the check-in was really handy because I got to bounce some ideas off Tim. As expected, he had loads of advice for me.
So the other thing I thought about in terms of the avatar that you're kind of going after, you want to make sure that your service has a return on investment for the customer, the client, that you want that to be as quick as possible.
Although we're building personal brands for people, like that's the function of the service, the outcome should be their personal brand then making their business money.
Think about like business owners who have just started on YouTube, as opposed to say just creators who are interested in venturing into YouTube, who might not necessarily have the ability to make the money back immediately that they're investing. I think getting clear on this is social media outcome or this is a business outcome is going to dictate long-term what avenue he goes down, his marketing and the people that he attracts.
Do you think it's reasonable for me to make £100,000 in 2026? The next few weeks could genuinely change the course of my life. I have a new website and socials and clarity on what this thing actually could be. And crucially, I've got a guy in my corner that's done it before.
The 100K is definitely on the cards. In fact, I don't think he's going to struggle to hit that because he'll hit it much sooner than he thinks. And I reckon that he'll be hiring employees by the end of 2026.
There's just so much to be done. And to be honest, there's no telling if people are even going to like the stuff that we make. I mean, why would you assume that? I'm just a guy that's trying to churn like Netflix documentaries out of his bedroom. We're just going to press publish, and I suppose time will tell.